Alright folks, welcome back to American Truck Simulator once again. We are back in the Freightliner FLC. This mod can be found on Modland. This truck mod, it is by XBS. As you see here, this is a beautifully well put together truck here. The link will be provided in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. We got the Big Z Transport skin for this, courtesy of Zelly. He is a esteemed friend of mine. He reached out to me a couple days ago telling me about this, and I decided to run with it today. The trailer you see, the Prime Inc. trailer back there you see, it is the Fruehauf Box trailer. It is a ownable trailer, so just go to the Steam Workshop, click that subscribe button, and the trailer will be downloaded for you to use. It is ownable, so go ahead and get that trailer and start hauling across this country. We are going to be going from Artesia over to Las Cruces, New Mexico. I just wanted you to hear this engine sound because it sounds really, really, really good. I just realized that, like, I really started listening to it today. It sounds so amazing. Here you see the interior. These windows, they do work, as you see. You see there, they both do work. I am in ATS 1.38 beta, not beta, I'm sorry. I'm in a full release of ATS 1.38 right now. Last time I had a little cowboy hat over there, but I forgot to add that this time. There is a little texture issue right there, right next to the RPM gauges to the left of it. That is the only thing that I really noticed. Somebody had to point that out to me. So let's go ahead and get going. Again, if you're new to the channel, as always, go ahead and smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and get going here. Hopefully everybody is having a beautiful Sunday. I am having one myself. Just start off right off the bat. I am looking for a new moderator, a new mod for my live streams. I am currently looking for one right now, and let me adjust my seat real quick here. I'm sitting kind of low, too low for my liking. But yes, I am looking for a moderator right now for my live streams. So in this description will be a link that you have to fill out from Google Forms, which I need to turn down my traffic as well because I had it up last time. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's bring it up to 1.5 if that can work. Anywho, I am looking for a moderator for my channel. So when I do live streams, I am looking for somebody that can pretty much oversee what goes on in the chat, because I cannot see everything myself, and I'm hoping that that's where you will come in and help me to be able to oversee everything that is happening within the chat. So pretty much go ahead to the Google form link. Link is provided in the description below, and fill it out, and then I'm going to be choosing a moderator over the next, I don't know, a few days, could be a week. Just all depends, you know, on how my mood is at the moment. So go ahead, check that link out. I am going to be looking for certain things in a moderator, you know, such as, you know, can you commit to a certain amount of time, or not even a certain amount of time, but can you commit to so many days in a month to be in my live streams? Because I don't want somebody becoming a mod, you know, just simply, you know, can't pronounce the word. I don't want somebody becoming a mod just to be a mod. I don't want nobody becoming a mod, you know, just so they can have that symbol next to their name, and then that's it. You know, I'm looking for somebody that actively does participate within my live streams. So, yep, go ahead, check that link out, and then we will go from there. Other than that, this is a beautiful made truck. I'm loving this truck, no doubt about it. This is on Modland. A few people said it was elsewhere within SES, but I have yet to confirm that. So just click the link in the video. But yeah, that's really about it. Yep, sitting here just chilling, just thinking that tomorrow is never promised to anyone, folks. Keep that in mind. And I say that with a heavy heart because today was the last official day. Well, yesterday was the last official day that I talked to my dad. Now, I'm not sure if if anybody here had to go through that ordeal, dealing with the death of a loved one, but yeah, today was the last official day that I talked to my dad. I keep getting over there. Am I too far over? Probably am. But yeah, it's crazy because we had gotten into an argument over the fact that he wouldn't allow me to go see my mom, and back at that point in my life, I was just starting to get to know the both of them because I was raised in the foster care system. I've been in the foster care system all my life. So right when I was about 17, 18-ish, I started to really, really get to know them. At that point, I was able to visit them without having nobody supervising. Because back then when I was a kid, I had to do 2-hour visits every other Saturday. So this was really the first time I was actually able to see them on my own. And my dad didn't like me going over my mom's house. My mom was in a different place in her life compared to my dad. My dad, he had issues, and stuff like that, but, he had gotten over them. My mom was taking a little bit longer to get over it. Her priority just wasn't there at the time. So he got mad about me going over there, and I got mad, damn near cussed him out. Now, remind you, me and my dad, we rarely had arguments, if at all. I think that was the first real argument we had. And so I said, you know what, Dad, screw it. I'm going to talk to you later. Whatever. I hung up the phone on him. And then that was it. I never heard from him again. And then when, it finally came around to it, and September 6th comes around, like 22 days later or something, I was going to call him to apologize to him because I felt bad. I love my dad. Anybody will tell you that me and my dad are like peas in a pod, I mean, we were really, really, really close, And I was going to call him that day to apologize to him. I had woke up. I said, all right, when I, get myself ready, get myself together, did what I had to do that day, I was going to give him a call. So later that night, I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and call him. Just conveniently, my mom says, hey, you need to call your dad. So I go ahead and I get ready to call him. My stepmom picks up. She's crying and very hysterical. So I'm like, hey, is my dad around? And she was like, Joe, your dad passed away. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was in a very, very bad place at that time. He was supposed to be the one to take me to college 2 weeks after that, And like I said, I was in a very, very bad spot, and I heard that. I was devastated. I almost put off going to school, but I didn't, because I knew that was something that he would have wanted me to do. Time went on, and started finding out more and more details, about his death. Found out he was murdered. Somebody killed him. To this day, I have an idea of who it could be, of who it was. I'm not going to slander that person's name or anything, but, they took away a man that I love dearly. I don't think there was anybody else in this world that I loved as much as I loved my dad. I didn't even love my mom that much. And don't get me wrong, I love my mom. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love my mom with all my heart. You know, and she knows that. You know, and I know that she's came a long way. You know, as far as, you know, her personal demons. I came a long way with how I treated her. And so to this day, me and my mom, we're really, really close. But I love my dad a lot. And people would tell you that we were always around each other. You know, that was my twin, you know. Or I was his twin. But, yeah, I found out he was murdered. They just left him. He went over his friend's house. I don't even think he made it in the house. They killed him right outside the friend's house, stuffed him in the passenger seat, in the floor of the car. The next morning they woke up, seen his car was there, but knew he wasn't in the house. Went down there, and then they found him slumped over, stuffed in the floor in the passenger seat, dead. So then that broke my heart even more. And like, it's been a really emotional last couple days, because I'm like, you took away a man that I felt in some ways could have erased all the problems I had currently right now. You know, I knew that if I ever had an issue going on with my life right now, I knew that I could run to that man and he would take care of me. Because that's what parents are supposed to do, right? You know, I knew that my dad, that he was able to do that. You know, I felt comfortable with him. You know, my mom, I'm starting to come around like that to her later in life, but at that point in my life, you know, 17 years ago, it was my dad. You know, I confided in that man. And like I said, yesterday, I just stayed back and I'm like, man, I love that man. I just wish he was here right now. You know, he would have been happy that I got my CDLs. He'd been happy that I got married, that I got a beautiful daughter. You know, he would have had a grandbaby, you know. Tomorrow's never promised to anybody, folks. So, you know, cherish your loved ones. You know, if you got any beef, you got any arguments, you got any friction going on with you or your parents, you or your siblings, you or your children, squash that beef. You know, squash it, get it over with. You know, sit down, have a talk, be like, hey, you know, I don't mean this. You know, let's squash this. You know, tomorrow's not promised to us. Hug them, say you love them, because you don't never know. That next day might be the last day. You know, that next day definitely might be the last day, and I don't want to see nobody go through that. You know, I have a few followers now that are dealing with that stuff. That's dealing with that stuff. You know, dealing with loved ones passing away. You know, I feel bad for him. You know, my good friend Rick passed away a couple weeks ago. You know, and I met him through trucking. You know, I met him playing this game. You know, and I used to always watch his videos, and he was able to do voice animations where he would talk like a duck. That's what I would say. You know, he would talk like a duck, and I mean, he had just such an amazing personality. And he was an older guy. I would say he was in his 60s or 70s. Great man. I had even talked about going down to see him. When I was out driving on the road, you know, I wanted to go see him. I wanted to visit him. Gotten pretty close to where he stayed at a few times. I never went ahead with it, and I felt bad because I would have enjoyed myself, and I knew that because he was a great man. He's helped me out times, you know, at times where I could even help myself. You know, financially, he's helped me out a couple times. You know, emotionally, mentally, he's helped me out. You know, when I was in the process of trying to figure out what to do with my computer setup, because back then I had the worst computer setup ever, and I wanted to become this YouTuber and I felt that I didn't have the equipment to do it the right way. And he heard all them nights where I was frustrated and didn't know what to do with myself, ready to throw the laptop out the window. You know, he gave me advice, and you know, and the next thing you know, when I told him, I felt so happy telling him that, hey, Rick, I built my computer, man, finally. And he was so happy because he knew how frustrated I was. Now he's gone, you know. I never thought in a million years it would happen that soon with him. He had his issues, but I thought I had more time just to sit back with the dude and talk about trucking or talk about everyday life. You know, he was an older white man, you know, and people had their opinions about him, you know, and I was a younger guy, you know, I was a younger black dude. You know, people were calling him racist and stuff. Never seen a racist bone in that man's body. You know, I looked up to that man. I really, really did. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, and I don't want to say unfortunately, but his situation, the Lord called him home. He needed to be home because he was in a lot of pain, you know. And, you know, I'm glad he's not suffering anymore. You know, I hope he's looking down on everybody, his family, his wife, his grandkids, his kids, his friends. Come on now. Like I said, whatever beef you have with your loved one, squash that. It ain't worth it. It's definitely not worth it. You know, I get in arguments with my wife all the time. You know, and sometimes I just have to sit back and be like, hey, babe, I'm sorry. You know, I don't want to be arguing like this because who's to say I go out tomorrow and then get hit by a car, you know? It's man, I know it's easier said than done, but come on, folks. You know, it's like snapping to reality, you know. Tomorrow is definitely not promised to us, for sure. I feel like I'm having trouble driving this truck today. I don't know, because I'm still sitting too close. I probably am. I feel like I am. I definitely feel like I'm sitting a little too close. Can I get over? Yeah, let me get over here. I'm gonna end up missing this light. So yeah, I do got traffic turned up to 1.5 times the regular traffic set. Just so I can have a little bit more traffic in game, because there's hardly any traffic in game when you have it just set to the base 1.0. So see, we got about 44 miles. Herb to drop this load off. We'll get on over. So I ain't trying to impede on what they doing over here. Yeah, this is an amazing truck, man. I'm so glad I ran across it. This is definitely something I plan to keep. Definitely plan to keep this in my downloads for sure. See the outside there? That's a great skin right there too. Shout out to Zelly. Shout out to Zelly for sure. He brought me across to the skin. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I didn't have no plans on driving this truck anytime soon, but I say, you know, what the hell, why not, you know? I did a video, my last video, you know, of the top 5 realistic mods for American Truck Simulator, and I had this at number 1 for a reason, you know. And this is a beautifully sounding truck. It's well put together, hardly no errors, other than, you know, the one I told you about. This is definitely one of the best truck mods of 2020. I would definitely give that to XBS. It's definitely right up there easily with the Viper's 389. So go ahead and drop this load off here. Hopefully problem free. Should be getting ready to get off here pretty soon. Yep. So again, you know, looking for a moderator for my live stream. So if you want to be that person, the link will be in the description for the Google Forms. Run this light. Sorry, folks. Do not want to wade through another one of those lights. So we are in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Alright, go ahead and get over to my left here. Trying to wait till I clear this intersection first. There we go. Slowly merge over here. Alright, we are about to arrive here at Sell Goods or Walbert. No, we're going into Walbert today. Not gonna make it. Oh, barely made it. Will the trailer make it? Yeah, the trailer will make it. Trailer will make it. Go ahead and park this bad boy here. Not gonna worry about straightening out too much. As long as it gets in there, I am just fine. So here we go, folks. We have it. Freightliner FLC by XBS. We got the Big Z Transport by Zelly and the Fruehauf ownable box trailer. I don't know the correct credits, so I'm gonna leave it uncredited for now. All of this will be linked in the description below. This is the Great Simulator, and until next time, folks, as always, take care, be safe during this pandemic, and talk to you soon.